perhaps this is our last chance. And maybe if we were to live it as if this were our last opportunity, we wouldn't waste a moment.
It came to me in a flash that there was a God and that I was put on the earth to be an example of how strong people should be. And that God wouldn't help me because I had to do it on my own. Why else would I be there alone? The only way that I knew that I could be strong was by never allowing love in my life. And I just remember it. I remember determining that.
I ran away. I left home when I started running away when I was 12. And left for pretty much good at 14. I learned about class in a way that I don't think I would have learned otherwise, because we were pariah. We were poor. We were lower than poor. We were homeless. And I saw how people would look at us. And I saw that we were not people. It just gave me this awareness that will always be with me.
My first encounter with a black man, he was what they call short. He was going home in a couple of weeks. We made friends. He told me that he wrote his mother and his girlfriend. He told me that he wrote them and said, "I'm not coming home. I'm not going to make it." I said, "You crazy." Oh, man. Even if you believe that, how can you write them and tell them? And I was young in country, and I didn't know the procedure, but the youngest guy usually takes point, which means if you're going up a hill single file, the newest guy usually takes point. Well, Newsom, this guy who was going home 2 weeks, took point. And I didn't realize the significance of that. I've never gone here before.
You know, I didn't meet my mom till I was 14. I met my dad when I was 28. My grandmother found me, or found out that I was somewhere in New York City in the middle of January, and came and found me in a crib or something with a thin sheet by a half-open window. And she just wrapped me up and took me to live with her. She raised me. She saved my life. I call her Mom.
My father was an alcoholic. He was physically abusive to my mother. He beat my mother. So growing up in that kind of violence, you know, we were running into the night all the time and always feeling in chaos. I have built up all these defenses that have to do with being quick, verbally. This is so important to me to be here because I know what it's taken to get here, to speak, to have a voice.